But
Oh yeah.
here's one thing. Here's one thing though, is that you think you can go off the grid. Kanye West showed up at the BET Awards this weekend, and he's not the only one to show up to the BET Awards. He showed up and he's like, I'm back from hiatus. I didn't even know he was gone. That's the first thing you
Yeah,
said. You're
where the
like,
fuck did he go?
I
He's
didn't know
been in
he was
my shit
gone.
ever, like, fucking
He's been
Kanye
bitching about
Pete
Pete
Davidson
Davis this whole
smashing
time.
his fucking
Yeah.
porn
He's like, I
star
didn't know he
shit.
was gone.
Yeah.
But apparently he takes the stage, and he gave a speech for Diddy, because Diddy was up for a Lifetime Achievement Award. And he slight diss towards Diddy and his ex-wives and so on and so forth. But yeah, he went up there with an like, if you can get a picture of him, Wink, he went up with an all black ski mask. There he is. There he is. And it might not even have been him, to be totally honest with you. It could have been a
What's wrong
track.
with this motherfucker? Like, I
Well,
don't
we know he has mental health issues, right? He has mental health issues. So that's what's wrong with him. I believe a bigger issue is the fucking media and entertainment and Hollywood taking advantage of a guy who has mental issues. Now, I'm not saying I'm like a sympathizer of this guy. I think he's actually quite fucking ridiculous. But I do think that we don't give him and his mental illness or his state enough recognition. Like, he has a
no,
mental
I
illness.
agree, but it's
The
like
media exploits
when
that.
it's like when a kid sees you laugh when they do something bad, when they say "fuck" and you smile, and then
Mhm.
they
Yep.
do it more, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
Kanye's a little handicap, we'll say, and he sees a smile or he sees the media give him attention, and he's
Right.
like, "Oh, they like it. Okay, I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do more wild shit. Oh, they wanna see me do this? Okay, I'll do more." And all it's doing is making sure as soon as he drops an album, you know when he's got music coming out is when he's doing
That's
crazy shit.
right.
Because funny
That's
enough, an album's
right.
coming shortly after. The
Uh-huh.
guy's smart, man, like, he's
Mhm.
crazy, but he's smart. He's like them fucking Paul brothers where it's like, "Cringe, what are you doing?" But it's like, "Damn, they're making millions. What the."
I'm pretty sure there's an argument, or there's statistically, it's like some of the most intelligent people have had slight mental issues of some
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
sorts.
for
You know what I
sure,
mean?
for
And
sure. A lot of
this
geniuses,
guy,
man, like,
yeah, you could
I'm
argue
not
that he
calling him
is.
a genius.
I would say some could argue that he is a genius, maybe a lyrical genius, and or was. I don't think so anymore per se. But anyways, who am I to say? But nonetheless, he made an appearance, but was not the only one to make an appearance. Can you believe,
Juicy
bro?
Smoothie?
Yeah, yeah. Juicy Smollett shows up to the BET Awards and gets a seat. Gets a seat, man. All eyes on me at the BET Awards. Twitter roasts the shit out of him. But essentially, like, I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, only in Hollywood do you get redemption like this. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying? You
I
know?
would have you seen Chris Brown everywhere?
Unless you're Mel Gibson. What?
Well, no, this is what it is, man, like, period. If I'm seeing all this shit, like, comparing Chris Brown to Michael Jackson, this and that, I'm like, didn't he
Oh,
beat the
oh.
dog shit out of
Yes.
Rihanna?
Yes. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
it is, society, the masses fucking suck, and they have no morals. This is why Tekashi 6ix9ine got big. This is
Hollywood
why trashy
Hollywood is
people.
strangely different though. Because it's like, if Juicy Smollett was in the NFL, now for whatever you think about the NFL, I'm just using it as an example. He'd be done. He'd be gone. He'd be out.
Yeah,
He
Greg
wouldn't
Hardy
get it.
didn't make it after he allegedly didn't even like, she dropped the charges. Greg Hardy assaulted his girlfriend, allegedly,
Right. Right.
and
Right.
NFL didn't want nothing to do with him. No
He's
team
not the
called,
only he's not the only one. Now, of course, there are examples of the ones that actually did hit their wives, but
and then stick around, yeah.
yeah, and are still still there. They're not. Where's the anyway? I'm just like, Hollywood has this very very perverted sense of,
Toxic.
yeah, of acceptance and like, just victim sympathy, I guess. I don't know. He's not a victim. He's not a
No,
victim.
he's a false victim, so if
He's a
people don't
he's
know.
a felon, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. It's a
No, I don't
felony.
think they hit him with
No,
did they hit him with a felony?
I,
So this
I
guy
don't.
faked that he was assaulted in a
He was supposed to get
racial
jail
attack,
time. He was
and
supposed to
then,
get jail time.
it wasn't real. It came out it was fake. He paid the people to do it, and is not even a legitimate thing, and then wasn't canceled.
Well, it was
He
kind
wasn't
of,
I mean,
but
kind
it
of off the
wasn't
show, but he's still in
one
fucking
show
media all the time.
all the time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Juicy Smollett. This guy's a joke, man.
Like, and this
Uh,
is as a bunch of racial turmoil is going on, this guy, just to get some
yeah.
notoriety, goes and tries to utilize the media,
Where
essentially.
was this? This was the stuff going on in um,
This was, I think, around the time of the George Floyd stuff. Like, we were having protests like crazy, and this
Carolina.
was when
Where was the
hockey, or not hockey player, the NASCAR dude had, like, fucking a noose or something, and, like, the next day, this dude has a thing that happens, similar thing, a homophobic and racist attack, allegedly.
Yeah, the news thing. Yeah, that was all downgraded. Media took that one and ran with it, if I'm not mistaken. Right? It was ended up just being a rope for a
Yeah,
pull for like a
yeah,
pull for the garage, the door or something. But the media ran with it as a noose and racism and yada 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 yada. But yes, yeah. So a lot of cultural divide at this time,
yeah, and
and
this dude
and
was
this
just
is
capitalizing on it.
this guy's trying to boost his career, trying to fake a hate crime. Like this is as low gets, man. Like this guy is like this is what a piece of shit looks like, guys. This
Yeah,
is this is this is
he
what a
was
piece
invited to
of
the
shit
BET Music Awards.
looks like. And not only that, scroll down. They're giving him a fucking movie. Scroll down. Scroll down. They're giving this guy a fucking movie, man. It says he was asked he was asked nope, even a little farther, a little farther. It's like the last slide almost, I think. Yeah, right here. Juicy still insists he did not lie about what he says was a homophobic and racist attack because if he had lied, he'd be a total piece of shit. And he claims everyone knows he's not that. He's a total piece of shit. Go down, go down.
He's not gonna commit suicide.
FYI. Yeah, he's not suicidal.
Yeah.
Jussie got a new project on the horizon, or has got a new project on the horizon, and he's working with BET to get it done. The upcoming project, B-Boy Blues, is his directorial debut with the platform geared to put it up on their streaming services. This
Well,
is
to be fair,
this is
BET is just Viacom, but it's owned by white people. It's a fucking shit
was it on
network.
that
And
list? It was probably on that list, eh?
well,
It
yeah,
was
Viacom owns,
Viacom
like,
was what,
everything.
Comcast?
Viacom, I think, owns, they're like a kind of a competitor. Maybe they own Comcast, I don't know, but they're fucking
Probably.
huge. Viacom
Yeah.
owns, like, everything. But BET is a fucking shithole of a network, man. It's been since, like, the early 2000s. It used to be good, but it's basically just like MTV Part 2.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like, it's a really fucking, it's a money company. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a money
Yeah.
company. That's all they care
Yeah.
about is money, and this dude's got some attention, so fucking do it. Why not?
Yeah. I just think it's fucking crazy, man. I think it's crazy. What about who's the guy that masturbated in front of people?
He just got an award. Louis
Uh,
CK. He just
yeah,
got an
Louis
award.
CK. Just finally,
Yeah.
finally. But how many? Like, don't get me wrong, he did get a little repercussion or a little redemption, went on tour and yada yada yada. But that man was canceled. That
Yeah,
man was
literally, his
canceled.
show got canceled. He had a whole
And
TV show and fucking that was doing pretty well, at Louis something show.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to compare, man. I'm just trying to compare. I just don't get it.
Yeah, this is just
Oh,
where our society's at, man.
yeah,
Not
man.
everybody here in the chat, we got some good people, luckily, over on Twitch and YouTube if they're watching the replay, but we just don't, it's like we've let these motherfuckers get to this point of they're just putting shit down
They're
our
that
throat that we
big.
don't want, like,
They're that big that it's like
yeah,
they can
man.
do this kind of shit and get away with it. And it's just like, wow. I can't even put adult content on the internet in regards to growing cannabis, and I get shut the fuck down.
Yeah, I know, my
But it,
fucking
it
Instagram got shut down for I don't even know what, they didn't even tell me, they just shut it
right,
down,
right.
and it's
But yet, if
permanently,
you
I can't
fake
even
the hate
fucking,
crime,
can't even get it back, for 15,000 fucking
yeah,
followers over there
man.
just gone.
It's so unfortunate, bro. It's like, what the fuck? Like, where's the priority? Anyways, moving on. Of course, this is what Rob and I think. This is Top Buds Live. We have to pass the question off to you guys. What do you guys think when it comes to this? Are you on the side of well, Jesse Smollett is a piece of shit, or do you think, you know what, everybody deserves a second chance? And hate crimes are hate crimes, but nobody got hurt. Well, physically maybe, but let us know what
Yeah.
you think. Let us know what you think. We are interested to hear what you think because, as I said, we're just two guys yelling into an echo chamber, and sometimes, the only information that we can see is the stuff that's right here in front of us, and or the information that either one of us bring.